chance from a kick in. Haiti getting forced backwards all the way to Camille Marcelin, who chucks forward. Al-Raimi, loose one from him. Al-Balushi will just about deal with it. Here is Al-Raimi again. Exchanges passes, chance to shoot, rattles the crossbar. Didn't cross the line. Oman close to a fourth. Al-Siabi wants it again, he wants a brace. Unselfishly tries to flick to Al-Rahawi, who was lurking. Just snuffed out. Calixte uses his strength to good effect once again. And he's earned his side a free kick. Well, it's not an easy task, is it, for Raikar Calixte? Starved of service for most of the game, but what little he gets, he does well to make the most of it.
Yeah, and he's just going to have to keep going. It's not going to be easy out there. It might get frustrating for him, but they need him to spur them on.
And here he is looking to do just that. Their memo against Canada was shoot on sight. They haven't even had an opportunity to do so thus far. And things are going to plan for Oman. Bulgaria currently top this group on 6 points. Canada below them. They play each other tomorrow. The job wouldn't be quite done here for Oman. They need to score goals and call in a favour from Bulgaria. Al-Balushi with the skipper's armband. They'll stroke the ball around so nicely when they're in the mood. Curse of the commentator as it's gifted away, and Calixte could be in. In fact, he is in. Squeezes it past the post. There might have been a touch on the way through. There was. Al-Riccardi called into action.
Willing him to score there, really, for everyone's sake. Bar Oman, of course.
You just see he's quick as a flash, isn't he, to latch onto any loose pass. Already got two this tournament, and he can hold his head high. And good entertainment value as Raikar Calixte. Marcelin. Rolled into Thermalus. Neat interplay from Haiti. Calixte wants to jink his way to the byline, earns his side a corner.
Well, there's a little bit more of the ball at the other end for the time being for Haiti, which will encourage them at least. That won't.
Oman were on one of only 4 sides to win every group game at last year's World Cup. They haven't managed it this time around. They could go 2 for 3, and they're looking likely to. Al-Wahabi, scorer of our first goal. As his pocket picked by Calixte, who's charging forward, as he tends to do. Uncharacteristically loose from him, and Oman have men over. Al-Siabi had players left and right, but opted for the shot. Much to the annoyance of his teammates. Now Belushi has to tidy up for him and boot clear. Longest stint without a goal so far in this one.
Yeah, sweet relief for Haiti. I mean, they don't just want to go, like we saw earlier, just throwing everything at them and getting trounced on the counter. Can't be much fun when you're walking off the pitch at the end of the game with a cricket score. So I want to see a respectable scoreline come 40 minutes.
Well, as you'll see here, they have been in games, but they just switch off. As I say, they haven't quite got that defensive structure or shape yet. But when they go forward, they look like a talented bunch of players. And perhaps just a few more games, a few more tournaments under their belt, and we could see this Haitian side develop into a serious outfit in soccer. For now, they're being dealt a tough lesson at the hands of the reigning champs. Nice interplay from Haiti. It's a sizable frame of Jean Jamesy. Takes his first foray forward. Loose from Marcelin. They just about get away with it. Oman creeping up the pitch in their press. And it was El Wahabi once again shut down Marcelin. Pumped long and all the way through to El Riccardi.
I don't know what he was seeing there, Frankie. Just giving possession straight away, gifting it to Oman.
Well, when you've got a thin squad, you're 3-0 down and you're playing Oman, you need to take care of it
That's
where
right.
you can.
You'll just feel a little bit of extra tiredness in them legs when you see something like that.
And here goes Calixte. Chopped inside. Oman just get a toe in. It was Al Balouchi who managed to stretch his leg out. He can beat a man, can Calixte?
I think he tried to beat too many men there.
Well, he's on a one-man crusade at the minute, isn't he, to get Haiti up that pitch. And once again, they waste the opportunity from the set play and kick it straight into touch. There's Jimmy Thermalis. Is told to put some shin pads in. Eagle-eyed from our officials. Justin Bevington down on this near-hand side. Hailing from England. Been to over 1,000 Manchester City matches. Been with them through the good times and the bad.
Oh yeah, he's certainly seen it all as a City fan.
Thermalis now with shin pads. Slightly sloppy again, back to Marcelin, who doesn't really have another option than to just clear his lines. Here's Al Wahabi. Worked well again by Oman. They win themselves that corner. Again, they look for that byline on the 1-2s. Eugene, half in, shot comes in from Al Siyabi. Already has a goal, couldn't add a second. Rather tame effort into the palms of Marcelin. Calixte, industrious, honest work again. James Lee, wild and well wide.
Yep. I don't think the keeper at any point was particularly worried about that, and the sound effect of a window smashing says it all.
It was a Happy Gilmore-style swing, wasn't it, from Big Gene James Lee. I'm sure he's capable of better than that one. Al Wahabi. Sloppy again. So he just sells Al Siyabi short. Here is Al Siyabi. Crowded out. Scored an excellent goal against Canada yesterday, their third of the evening. Charging from his own half before toe poking through the legs. Nikolic in goal. Ever so patient in waiting for openings are Oman. Happy to keep possession. Past teams to death at times last year in Muscat. Calixte. Good hold-up play from him again. Not such a good pass from Yves Eugene.
No, not the best. I just get the sense from Oman that they feel as though they've done their job already and they've just stepped off the gas a little bit. Don't blame them for that. Here's a star man for me.
As you mentioned, not there for their World Cup win last year. He comes into a squad already riddled with quality. There's Al Balouchi, who tried the low effort, pinballed around the penalty area, but Haiti can bring it clear. Calixte, well policed by Bahiaj. Chip towards the back coach. Haiti heads rise.
There's good invention there, though, from Haiti. Just that little clip to the back post. It was red and made the decent effort to get into the area. Got on the end of it, but the contact wasn't the best. Over the top of the bar, but it's just green shoots for Haiti, things like that.
Green shoots is the word, and there have been some this tournament. As I say, they've had some bright moments interspersed by defensive lapses, and plenty of them. Here comes Bahiaj. Jinx all the way through, draws a good save, but Marcelin could do nothing about the follow-up. And Mahmoud Al-Balouchi, who was named a rising star in Oman last year, gets his tournament underway.
Yeah, well, it started from Bahiaj's quality. The keeper made a decent save, in fairness. And Oman pouncing on the loose ball. The goalkeeper is asking to check, I think, the RVAS. I don't think the referees are going to, but you never know.
I'm not quite sure he had both hands on that, Camille Marcelin. He spilled it, didn't he, from Bahiaj's shot. It wasn't a bad save as it came through bodies before it got to him. But well, that was a fairly clean contact.
Well, I'm not sure. The referees are having a little word. I think they are going to just check it. I don't think it's going to be scrubbed off, I have to be honest. But the RVS is there for a reason, and this is exactly that moment when it's at its best.
Well, we've seen some dramatic RVAS moments so far at this TUI Soccer World Cup, and the goal will stand. It was a brief check, which tells you there wasn't too much to analyse.
A courtesy check.
Yeah. Oman, 4 goals to the good then. 2 minutes to go until the interval. Good touch that from Thermalus. He tries to bundle his way through a couple of white shirts. Bobbles off his toe and out for a kick in.
Well, it's not been a battering, Frankie, but it has been fairly convincing from Oman. Well, still questions asked of Haiti, really.
Oman aren't necessarily the side that will run riot. They just seem to slowly squeeze the life out of teams. There weren't too many thumping victories last year when they lifted the World Cup trophy.
Just get the job done, though, don't they?
They're efficient, well-structured and well-oiled. Elixir tries his luck from range. It's going to take a lot more than that to raise the eyebrow of Al-Riccardi.
One hell of a tackle a minute ago, by the way, by Al-Balouchi. He's one of my favourites as well. There he is.
There's the skipper's armband for a reason, and he finds his namesake. He'll open up and fake to shoot. Instead opt for Bahiaj, who looks to trick his way through Haiti's defences again. Eugene crumples on the turf. He thinks he got a rogue boot. I think our officials agree. 40 seconds on the dial then until the interval. Good work done by Oman thus far.
I think Haiti will be grateful for the break.
As we mentioned, they don't have a deep squad. They had a torrid time in Oman last year, even getting to the tournament. They didn't play until their 3rd match day against France, and even then, could only get there just moments before. They have been present for all their fixtures this time around. They've taken some heavy beatings. Oman come again, and it's a really wild effort from Noor Al-Battashi. And that will be our final action of the first half. Oman doing exactly what they need to do, in cruise control past Haiti at the moment. Goals from Al-Wahibi, Al-Siyabi, Al-Arami, and a first of the tournament for Mahmoud Al. Here we go then, just moments away from the second half in this, our opening fixture. In 6 evening games and some belters to bring you as well. One of them, Colombia versus Germany. The Germans with a huge hill to climb if they want to reach the next phase of the competition.
Going to be a big game, that one, Frankie. A lot at stake for Germany. Just want to see Haiti try and win the half. Just play properly, keep your shape, keep your structure, wait your turn. Try and catch them on the counter, perhaps, if there's a chance. Win the half. Oman are just going to say, let's just keep going.
When you talk about winning halves, they almost found themselves another down there as Al Siabi let fly.
Yeah, I think what Haiti really don't need is to concede inside the first 5 minutes of the second half, because if they do that, then Oman might just run with it and might end up with 7 or 8.
Loose again from Haiti, pounced on by Al Siabi, worked to the back post and in turn to the other back post. It's a sitter that El Wahabi passes up, turned past the post in the end by Haiti, but how that didn't end up in the back of the net is beyond me. Passed it everywhere but between the posts.
Well, the Spanish speakers, the commentators to our left, were laughing. They couldn't believe it.
Well, it's a classic example of overplaying, I think you could call that.
Or just a dreadful miss. I'm not sure which one it was.
It was a pass-come shot. Al Siabi worked out wide to Arahawi. Haiti stands tall on this occasion.
That instance there, though, Frankie, is where I want to see Haiti trying to break. They're playing with 3 at the back there. You know, that's okay. You can play 3 at the back because you're trying to stay tight, but not on the counter.
Al Siabi stills in again. This time, it's well defended. Well, Haiti, rather than committing tons of bodies forward, have seemed to go for the opposite approach and sort of park the bus.
Yeah, they're still finding space, though, man. It's a bit of an issue. We've got 3 defenders back there. They do need someone just to drift forward in possession, though, because there's no out ball. You saw it a moment ago. They just lofted it forward, go straight through to the keeper, because there's nobody awaiting the ball in the middle just to hold it up and allow others into play.
And that man, El Siabi, is more than happy to overturn possession and just pinch it off Haitian toes. El Belushi hooks clear.
Moments like this as well, just hope that they've done a little bit of practice on the set pieces and they can conjure something up.
There have been a few wasteful ones so far, haven't there? And that's another one of them. Stepped onto the field, but that wouldn't have mattered because it was heading straight out for a goal kick in any case, but the first offence is punished.
It's hugely disappointing again for Haiti.
Al Siabi charges forward with so much intent. Fired into the area, claims for a handball from Oman. Calixte, can he break? Shapes to shoot, it's a stunner. Rijkaard Calixte, who's been Haiti's live wire, thunders one into the top left. And I think just as you're about to say, why shoot from there, Dad, he's stuck one in the top corner.
Well, it wasn't that, it was the fact that there was a pass on to lay the man through. I was about to complain that he should have passed it. I'm not complaining now. That was a great goal. It had to be, or he'd got an earful. But, yeah, what a finish. And that's exactly what Haiti needed and wanted, isn't it? I say, win the half. And that should hopefully just breathe a little bit of confidence and life into them. They're checking a decision. I think it was possibly for that handball at the other end. For me, the correct decision was made at the time by Justin Bevington. I don't think there's going to be a handball given for that, and I believe that Haiti are going to have that goal stand.
I don't think the hands were in what you could call an unnatural position. They were tucked to the side, but it will be checked, of course, by RVAS. Rijkaard Calixte, for the meantime, yes, it does stand. He's got 3 in this TUI Soccer World Championship, the latest of which a peach into the top corner. 4-1 the score. Al Siabi wants an instant response. He might get one. Not sure if it was a loose touch or a slightly baggy pass. But either way, Haiti can clear.
There was a little bit of venom about Oman, though, on that restart. Might see them just up the tempo a little now. It seemed to anger them that they've conceded.
They didn't like that, did they, receiving a jab back from Haiti?
Yeah, that's good from Oman as well, closing the ball down, not letting the keeper play out.
And it has been Mundir El Wahabi who's led that press. Kemi Marcelin will be glad to see the back of him, and he gives it away. Here is El Wahabi. leans back and fires over the bar, and another big chance goes a-begging for Oman.
Well, it was poor from the keeper to give possession away, but when they had the chance in front of goal, they should have scored, or at least hit the target. Disappointing to not get it on the goal from there. Had plenty of time to settle himself.
Slick play from Oman, but again it breaks down. Yazid Al-Rahawi this time guilty of a loose touch. And Marcelin plays Haiti straight into trouble. Thermalus does well to wriggle free. And again, just the pace in the break, as you mentioned, Dan, not quite there.
It's not enough urgency to get upfield.
Thermalus
Staying free at the back when you're on the counter.
Here is Calixte. Chucks a right leg up in the sky, but again, it's just gifted back with a bow on it to Oman. Bahiaj shapes up his man, comes inside, work to the back post, receives it back, blocked on the line. Al-Balushi on the follow-up into the side netting. Oman, I think, claiming a slide.
They've put a few lovely bits of football together, though, Oman, haven't they? Really impressive stuff at times. And when Bahiaj has it and starts running towards a penalty area, you're in trouble.
El-Siabi scampering across the turf, but Thermalus does well. Does eventually work it out to this left-hand side. Oman snap back into that shape. Look up and see a wall of white. And they're forced all the way back to their stopper. Thermalus time to turn. Al-Balushi for company. Al-Balushi brings him down. Free kick Haiti.
They drew the foul well. Just feel with Haiti that they just don't quite release it quick enough.
And they've released it quickly there to Calixte at the back post. Could have a second, does have a second. Raikar Calixte with back-to-back braces. And he is dragging Haiti back into this contest.
Well, there you go. Case in point. Do it quickly. Move the ball. Get to the man who's in space. He had a lot of work to do there still. Did it ever so well. But that's what you need to see from Haiti, is move the ball quicker, and you'll get your rewards for it.
Oman had it all their own way in the first half. A different tale. Almost 8 minutes into this second. Here comes Bahiaj. Neat footwork from him. Again, Eugene this time sliding in. Gifted away. Al-Wahabi takes a nudge through the back from James Lee. And the free kick's given just outside the area. Haiti stand on it.
A little clumsy in defence. He was trying his best not to make any contact, but difficult not to get on the back of your player there in that situation. Lovely football again from Oman and around the penalty area. Can't quite believe they haven't scored in this second half, but good news for Haiti. Just the 2 goals in it now.
The skipper, Al-Balushi, stands over it. 2 giant figures in the wall. Cut short to Bahiaj, touch from him, too heavy, still there. Marcelin saves. Oman attack still alive. El-Siabi. Well, I think it bobbled about just about every player in the box before landing at the feet of Ahmed El-Siabi. And his strike wasn't the cleanest either.
Slightly scruffy, wasn't it?
Slightly slapstick. Here is Bahiaj. Surely a 5th for Oman, and there it is. Their returning sensation with a cool, calm and collected finish, sitting down Marcelin with a neat ball roll and toe poking in.
Such a little master. The roll over the top of the ball, just to drag it around the keeper and just tap it past. And that's why he's one of the best.
Oman finally on the back of the net in this second half.
In the words of Harry Redknapp, he's a terrific little player.
And here he is again. Neat 1-2. He wants a second. Haiti with a succession of blocks, and here's Calixte. Smashes it on the spin. He's already scored a peach this evening.
Yeah, I don't mind it. He's done it quickly, hasn't he? Tried to catch the keeper by surprise. He did have an option this time, someone coming to help, but
Bahiaj here, dancing his way forward, drawing the foul. That's quite a nasty one on the knees of Bahiaj.
Yeah, it's sore if it's on the bone.
He's a tricky player, though, isn't he? You just see as he
gets a lot of those.
floats around the pitch.
Yeah, he's a fantastic player. As soon as I saw his name on the Oman squad sheet, it excited me.
Well, he's another one who hadn't quite hit his stride before this evening. Same could be said about Mahmoud El-Balouchi, but both of them are on the score sheet. And that is good news for Oman, who looked a little bit toothless without Muazzam Al-Shamsi in their opener against Bulgaria. But with 5 goals scored and 10 minutes to play, you couldn't say that about them here. They want 6. Deflected wide.
Yeah, good defending.
Marcelin was planted. That had a crept through. He wouldn't have known little about it. Bahiaj. Al-Siabi lurks at the back post. Once again blocked. Bodies on the line stuff from Haiti. Al-Siabi. Al-Batashi. And collects it. If he's quick enough, could be away. Well read by Al-Rikadi. We have 2 balls on the pitch, which Oman's skipper is just pointing out, but we will play on. Bahiaj faces up Jamelsy. Can't see a lot of daylight past him. Here is Bahiaj again, and that is certainly a sliding tackle from Jean Jamelsy. He protests, but he snapped into that with a lot of vigour, didn't he?
Yeah, I mean, it was a good tackle. The problem for him is that he's put his knee on the ground, and that's counted as a slide, so I understand his frustrations, but that is the rule, so it's a correct decision again.
Well, you'd be applauding him for that tackle in an 11-a-side match, wouldn't you?
Absolutely.
Because he won all of the ball.
I think that's he thinks that it's probably been given for a foul, as opposed to it being a slide challenge.
3 standing over this for Oman. 3 in the wall for Haiti, and Al-Siabi just lurking around the edge of the box. Calixte now recognises and goes out to him. Bahiaj to take, Bahiaj to strike. Whistles past the post. Wasn't far away, he licks his lips, he knows it. Now Wahibi thinks it's a corner. He has to concede that one. Al-Siabi rises well. Al-Wahibi. Calixte doing his defensive duties. Chip forward. Al-Siabi a little bit too enthusiastic to win the ball. Haiti have a free kick just inside the centre circle. Oman's half.
Well played though, that. Got his body in the way, held the ball, shielded it, waited for the contact.
Well, it's what you need to do, isn't it, when you have few options ahead of you. In fact, he didn't have any options ahead of him. Marcelin manages to beat the forward, but then once again the distribution slightly lacking. Struggling to keep hold of the ball. Oh, Haiti, they're living off moments. Al-Batashi smashed into the sizable thighs of Jean Jamelsy. Here he is again, Al-Batashi works to Bahiaj. Neat touch from him. Tries to jink his way into the area. Free kick is given. It must be right on that white line because he wasn't far away from breaching the area, was he?
Yeah, I think he was just outside. Could have gone either way, decision-wise, I think. Complaints from the Omanis. Goran Milovanovic not interested in that.
Difficult, these set pieces, when they're so close to goal, because Haiti will pack near enough everybody inside the box and try and shut off any avenue to goal.
Yeah, I think they'd be best set to just play that ball into the corners when those 2 Omani players are stationed either side of the posts.
Bahiaj who hits it, and again, Jamesy's in the way. He'll have some bruises at the end of this one, won't he, Jean Jamelsy?
He's taken a few bangs, it's all for the cause. Well, they've got, what, 5 minutes or so left to go of their World Championship now, so just want to see Haiti stay switched on and give a good account of themselves in their closing minutes.
Al-Balouchi hits it. Can't get past the blue wall, who are virtually camped inside their own area. Al-Battashi takes a tumble, free kick given again. Haiti starting to get frustrated, but Oman just a little bit too slick, too jinky for them at the moment.
I love the contrast of benches as well, because on one bench they're saying no way, not a foul, not a foul. The other bench saying that's a yellow card.
It's Jimmy Thermalis who continues to argue the case. Free kick Oman then, dangerous position. Standing over it is Al-Balushi and Al-Wahabi. Al-Siyabi is looking ready for a strike. It does drop to him. And it's rinse and repeat again. Blocked, and Haiti can break. Calixte. And he had a man over on this far-hand side. Tried to go round Al-Balushi, who got a foot in.
Well, that's frustrating, because you're right, Frankie, there was a man there, and it was the right pass, and he didn't take it.
Once again, a set piece that's off target. Al-Battashi.
Glad Al-Battashi got that foot in and got away there.
Well, he would have been clattered, wouldn't he? Bahiaj just tries to work it to Al-Balushi, who'd charged forward just behind him. But still Oman come with Bahiaj. That is Al-Balushi, saved excellently from Kami Marcelin, who stopped the initial effort and then managed to stretch out a paw. And he must have pushed it back on to Mahmoud Al-Balushi, because he's got a goal kick. Good stopping from Kami Marcelin.
Yeah, he's done well there, Marcelin, to stop that one. And he's got himself a goal kick, so bonus points.
And as things stand, Oman would be going second, level 1 points with Canada. Al-Balushi drives into the side netting. In fact, they would not be level on points with Canada. Let me correct myself. Level on points with Bulgaria, second on goal difference. Bulgaria and Canada, of course, play tomorrow, and Oman will have eyes on that one. They could do with a Bulgaria win. Al-Siyabi. Bahiaj. Once again, neat footwork, and once again overplayed. Al-Balushi, it was at the back post. Calixte twisting and turning. Manages to emerge from a crowd of three with the ball. Slip from Al-Battashi, and he clattered into the knees of Jimmy Thermalis. Will be a free kick Haiti's way, but Al-Battashi momentarily in some discomfort.
Much slicker, though, in that move from Haiti. Nice to see them just stroke it about, one touch.
Such an intriguing group, this Group C. In fact, a few of the groups in this tournament, we've got a multitude of sides who can still progress. Of course, slightly shorter the groups this year, only 3 matches to be played, which means you're almost straight away into crunch time. Al-Siyabi looking for Al-Wahabi. Nice idea with a touch, but came at him too strong. Goalie's gift again from Marcelin. Equally wasteful from Al-Balushi. That's a nasty one again. This time Yazid Al-Rawahi clattering into the calves. The Haitian number 17. And once again, Gene James, he will give it a go. Well, he's got his sights set now, because that was on target and it needed saving for Malrakadi.
Nice free kick, on target.
And he'll try again. Not the clean purchase he would have wanted, and Oman have 3 on the goalkeeper. Al-Balushi to the back post and slid wide. Almost unbelievable. They had 3 players bearing down on Marcelin. It was worked over to Al-Rawahi, who just had to roll it in the net. And he's placed it wide of the opposite post. Haiti win a free kick again. Quite staggering wastefulness from Oman.
Pretty unbelievable that, wasn't it? Thankfully for them, it's not going to punish them.
Well, for safety, they could do with as many goals as possible.
I like the Haiti breakaway as well.
Calixte, you would imagine, will hit this. He does, drives it into the wall, scramble in the penalty area. Free kick Oman, dying embers of this one. And there goes the final whistle. It's Oman's day. 5-2 the scoreline. And the reigning champions, well, they might have passed over the hosting baton to Mexico, but they're not so eager to relinquish their trophy. A strong showing for them. And they'll have all eyes on Bulgaria-Canada tomorrow, which will decide who progresses from Group C. Stick with us, because we've got another decisive fixture coming up. Ukraine take on Spain in a match that could decide Germany's fate at this TUI Soccer World Championship. We'll be taking you through every kick, every tackle, every goal very shortly.